Hi guys, hope you're doing fantastically well out there. Today I'm back with another New Age review video. This one's been demanded quite a lot. I've had so many requests of different New Agers that people want me to have a look at. And as I've said before, just going through them and actually watching some of them, it's very painful. It's really painful. So that's a challenge in and of itself. So we're here today with Ralph Smart. Ralph Smart has been recommended by many people. I've been aware of Ralph Smart for quite a few years. He's been around for quite a long time now. He does say some good things as well. Credit where it's due. You know, I'm not here to, you know, if people say things that are good and that are in truth, then I'll give that to them. But what I'm looking for is the anomalies, the deception, the bypassing, and you know, for me there is a lot of that in his work. So this is why I've decided to review his video, because a lot of it is truth mixed with lies. As I've spoken extensively on the channel, it's the obfuscation of truth, whereby, you know, it will be buried. Okay, and so they will always give you a lot of good things to cling on to, but then there'll be the proverbial dump in the punch bowl, which can mislead a lot of people and cause a lot of damage. And so I actually was going to do Aaron Doughty at one point, but I just couldn't get through. I couldn't get through his videos. I need to find one that's a nice length. So something around the 15-minute, 20-minute mark. Anything longer than that, I just start struggling. There's a few others that I've had the same issue with as well. So, right, so let's get into it. Let's see what our friend Ralph has got to say.
Beautiful deep divers, look where I am. I'm in the heart of nature, baby. Another beautiful day. I feel so at peace, deep divers. I wish you were here so you could breathe in that good ass prana with me, baby.
I mean, straight off the bat, I mean, for me personally, the cringe factor is off the scale. Like, I just can't handle that amount of cringe in a video. Like, if I'm clicking on that, I'm clicking straight off it, straight away. I don't know. It's just, for me, it seems, I know these people, they're told to have a tagline. It helps with the marketing. A lot of these New Agers are very good at marketing. You know, the likes of Ralph Smart and Aaron Doughty, the big ones. They're very good on camera, but there's also like a fakeness about them and a cringe factor that personally I can't bear. Other people might like it. I don't know why, but so yeah, very cringy. And I mean, nature's great, don't get me wrong, I love nature, but for me that's too much.
I wish you were here so you could raise the frequency with me and raise the vibration.
Of course, it's all about raising the vibration. He's a happy chappy though, don't get me wrong. I mean, look at that smile. You can't mess with that. It's, but it's all, with these people, as I've said before, it's all about being happy and raising your vibration and etc., etc. There's a lot more to what we're here to do than that.
I'm sending you all tons of love, deep divers. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope you're spending more time with the squirrels, with the butterflies, with the birds and the bees. I hope you are really realizing right now.
In other words, in New Age La La Land, spending more time with the unicorns, spending more time on sitting on rainbows.
Now we're living in the greatest times ever. Now look, deep divers, a lot of people on the planet right now are finding it hard to boost their morale. They're like, Ralph, I got a long message. I can't take it anymore. Everything that's happening on the planet, face masks, COVID-19, lockdown. I feel like I'm in a prison, Ralph. This is the new world order. Like, my morale has gone out of the window. I feel drained, tired. So I got a message for you, okay? To everyone right now who feels sad.
Don't tell me. Everything's fine. The world is great. We're ascending.
Depressed, full of anxiety because everything on the planet right now feels overwhelming. I'm here to remind you there is hope. 2020 was all about the 2020 vision, okay? 2020 was the year of the lessons. This new year is the year of the blessings. Oh, I like that. It's the year.
The year of the blessings. Okay. Well, the UK's just gone on full lockdown. There's a load of fake marches on Washington. I'm sure there's blessings in it as well, Ralph. I'm sure there is, if you dig deep enough, deep divers.
Year of the wisdom, where we move forward and create the new earth. Deep divers, we got a whole lot to talk about. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers.
I mean, overdosed on the Kool-Aid. This is what you see with a lot of these new agers. I did the Melanie Beckett one, or Melanie Becker, recently, and just high on, false high is what I would describe it as. There's like this false high energy that is kind of, that is fake. I think a lot of people, when they meditate, they tune into this false spiritual highs, fake spiritual highs that, yeah, that people are just in la la land with.
I am here. We are here in the heart of nature, baby. The cat down the road loves you. Ralph Smart loves you. Okay, the squirrels definitely love you. Let me just...
Love the squirrels, Ralph.
Woo! Breathing in.
Breathe, peace, breathe, breathe. My ears are hurting.
That good ass prana, baby. Now, people always ask me, Ralph, how come you're not affected by everything that's happening on the planet? How come?
Because you're overdosed on the Kool-Aid. Let me tell you that. That's why. Give me some. I want some.
You're still smiling. How come you're still shining?
He is very shiny, I must admit. I don't know what, he looks after himself. He's got very shiny skin, to be fair. See, I give credit. He's got a lovely smile. He's got very shiny skin. So, you know, I'm not all about criticising.
Because I'm the chosen one. Because deep divers, I realize the times we are living in. These aren't times of sadness, no. These are times of rebirth.
So again, it's very subtly bypassing there because, and don't get me wrong, you know, we need to focus on positives as well. But for someone that's watching this, they've just woken up to what's going on in the world. They're not really sure what they should be doing. You know, these guys are just telling them to just, you know, stay positive. We're going to be birthing into a new earth, etc., etc. And, you know, he's just saying that everything's sort of fairy tales and rainbows when there's people suffering. There's old people that are dying in care homes because they're not given their meds. There's people, the suicides are off the charts. So, you know, what he's saying is not based in truth. It's based on what he wants to believe is existing right now, which is this new age, new earth existence where, all right, there may be some energies here that are forcing the lies to the surface, but in these people's world, we're in a new earth, they've already ascended, etc., etc. And the danger is that new people watch this, they haven't developed those discernment skills within themselves, that critical thinking, and then they'll just go through all this just bypassing everything. just overdosed on the Kool-Aid.
The global reset is happening right before our very eyes. The whole of humanity is being reborn again. Anytime collectively there is a breakdown, that's because a breakthrough is on the way. What? Slow motion this side. How am I keeping my morale high? Because a lot of people are like, Ralph, I don't feel human anymore wearing a face mask 24/7. I don't feel human anymore with social distancing. It feels like my whole freedom has been taken away from me. Well, I want to remind you, you are never ever a victim. And collectively, we can all band together and say, hey, we ain't having it. If enough people say we ain't having it, we can create the new world together. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a...
Again, I agree with that. I think that's a good message. You know, we do need to band together, and we do need to say we're not having it anymore. So I like what he said there.
Hello there. All you need is 1% of the population to wake up, unite, and say, we ain't having it, and then we will have a whole...
See, that's potentially another deception. I don't know if we just need 1% of the population to... Look where I've paused it, poor bloke. Yeah, so we don't... The whole idea that... I mean, they call it the 100th monkey. I don't think we need everyone to wake up, that's for sure. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think people will go to their graves before they wake up. But I think probably we need more than 1%. We do need a large number to resist and say no to this. Again, you know, that can be seen as slightly deceptive in the fact that, you know, the underlying message is that we don't really have to do much because we only need 1% to wake up, and we're already at 1%. And I don't feel that's true. I do feel that we still need to be educating people, still need to be taking action, and showing people the reality of what is going on. So again, it's very subtle. A lot of this is very subtle, but the underlying messages in it can be quite dangerous. So again, if you're someone new watching this, you're just going to think, oh, well, that's okay because we only need a few of us to wake up. So I don't really need to do anything. And so this is the danger in it. And by proxy, the more people that we can awaken to what's going on, the much better chance, there's going to be a much better chance of us getting out of it. So even if, you know, that was true, the 1% figure, we still want to be going for more. As I've said before, you know, this is a war for people's minds, their hearts and their souls. And, you know, we're not going to save everyone, and nor should we try, but we shouldn't stop putting information out there and, you know, questioning things for people and things like that. So, again, a little bit bypassing there, I feel.
Whole new reality. So, check this out, deep divers. The reason why I'm so happy right now, the reason why it feels like it's my birthday, is because I got my vision back. It's because I'm reclaiming my power. It's because I can see through this illusion of the matrix. I can see what the inorganic ones are trying to do, but guess what? It's not working. And what you are seeing before your eyes, what I'm seeing is the collapse of an entire empire. It's on its way out. That's the good news, deep divers. That's what happens before the fall of every empire. They try and lock down the citizens. They try to create havoc. They try to separate.
Again, I think that's true. A lot of what he's saying is true there, but he's talking like it's a done deal. Like he's talking that it's game over and we've already won. It's that whole kind of QAnon thing that we've already won. You don't have to do anything. You just gravitate or think that you're on this new timeline. And so that's the danger in that message. But again, there is truth in it, in the fact that this system is struggling to maintain its hold. I would agree with that. But I do think that it can go either way still. I think we still have to see this through. We can't rest on our laurels.
You, because they want to take you down with them. We are returning to the golden age, the age of Aquarius. We just had the great conjunction. Beautiful things are on the horizons, right? Beautiful things are on the horizon because millions of people are waking up. Why? Because the truth is inside of us. We don't have to go to Google to find it. Oh, I like that, right? And a lot of people are waking up. This was the catalyst for the greatest wake-up call on planet Earth in human history. Millions of people are waking up. You see, I actually boost my morale every single day by realizing I have to rise above what's around me. Otherwise, I will be condemned to become like what's around me. I like that. So learn how to rise above unfavorable conditions which are not serving you. So now you...
But what does that actually mean? You know, learn how to rise above unfavorable conditions. Does that just mean spiritually bypass things? You know, if you're not feeling good, if you've got emotions coming up that need to be dealt with, do you just rise above it? It's not very clear, because this also ties in with this new age concept of just accept things. I was working with a client the other day, and you know, she was saying that just to accept the trauma and all that kind of stuff, and that's very dangerous. So it depends on what he means here in terms of to rise. You know, do we rise by just raising our vibrations and just keeping quiet about what's happening, or what? So again, very subtle things that people could read other things into.
You don't become like it. A lot of people, when things around them, their environment is not so good, we often feel sad and depressed. We often become like the very thing we don't like. So learn how to become a vibrational match to that which serves you.
Yeah, see, there's the new age dump in the punch bowl. It's all about being a vibrational match. So this is what I'm talking about. What he's basically saying is you need to be a match to the reality that you want. Okay, so let's say that you need to, so basically what he's saying is that you need to be a vibrational match to this golden age that he's talking about, when that's complete deception, because we're only going to bring the golden age in to existence by exposing the lies, facing the darkness, going through what we need to go through, and that is the way that we're going to have a vibrational match with the reality we want, because we are putting in the physical third dimensional action to make that reality come about. You don't just sit under a tree and think, okay, so I want to be part of the golden age, so I'm just going to raise my vibration, and boom, then you're there. This is very dangerous, and this is what I'm saying, is that a lot of what he said, there's a lot of truth in, but then there's this dump in the punch bowl where a lot of these new agers, they just go into how to be a vibrational match with what you want. You know, we see that with the whole, what's her name, Abraham. You know, there's never talk of taking action or, you know, going where you need to go to get what you want. And that's, you know, this physical domain requires action. You know, everything vibrates slower. We're not in the astral realm. Things don't manifest instantly. You can't just think in a new existence here. You have to take the action and change what needs to be changed.
Learn how to be a vibrational match to that which nourishes your soul. This is how to keep your morale high. Remind yourself as well, deep divers. I was reading something on the Daily Mail, okay? And this news broadcast company, the Daily Mail in the UK. I read a headline, it said, it's gonna get worse. Now, check this. I told you, the media comes from the Greek goddess Medea, who is the goddess of illusion. The media's job is to put out lies, misinformation, and illusions. So when I read it, it's gonna get worse, I'm like, okay, I get it. This is how they program the collective, because if enough people think it's gonna get worse, then guess what? It's gonna get worse. So, check.
See, that's true, but again, he's saying that if people think that it's going to get worse, it gets worse. I mean, yeah, they're definitely promoting fear and lies and everything like that. But he's still talking about a reality that is manifested by thought alone, and it's not. It's via our action or our inaction is how we manifest on this planet, both individually and collectively. I've said it before. If you want a house, if you want a new house, you either got to build it yourself or pay someone else to build it. It doesn't just appear. And so what he's saying is, and you're hearing this a lot again with Q and the New Age, is that if you focus on the negative, then you're going to draw more of it in. And you know, he's right in what he's saying in terms of reading the newspapers, and that's promoting fear and anxiety and lies. That's for sure. But if he's saying that if you're just looking at negative stuff, then you're going to create more of it, then that's a deception.
Check it out. I'm the good wizard, okay? Like Gandalf in Lord of the Rings. So what do? I say, no, it's not going to get worse. We are going to get through this stronger. Can you see how that's more empowering? And I want you to see how the media put out fear. They want you to be in fear every single day. So when you read headlines like it's going to get worse, no. Say to yourself, we are going to get through this stronger. Whatever doesn't kill us will only make us stronger. Let me tell you this as well. Anytime something is not working, things are falling apart in your reality, don't panic. Realize that when nothing is falling into place the way you want it to, focus on one thing that is falling into place. Focus on one thing that is right in your life.
Again, that's just bypassing spiritual. I've caught him on another great moment. Sorry, Ralph. But again, it's just spiritual bypassing, because when we have suffering or we have our emotions that tell us something's not right, our emotions exist for a reason, and you can't just bypass what your emotions are telling you and just focus on something else that is good and hope that that's going to go away. It's, again, I use this analogy a lot. It's like having a broken leg, having it dangling, hoping it will get better, but at the same time looking over here at something, at love and light, and hoping that this leg is going to heal itself. When it won't, it's going to get gangrene, you might lose your leg. So this is promoted so much, this whole idea of just, if something's bad to look at or uncomfortable to look at or doesn't make us feel good, then we should just automatically bypass it and focus on something that does make us feel good, when that problem is still going to be there, both individually and collectively. We're not going to change this paradigm just by focusing our attention on good stuff.
What's right for me? Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. That's always right for me. I can always depend on that good ass prana, baby. So when there is uncertainty, focus on what is certain, and you can breathe. Focus on gratitude. Focus that
when there is uncertainty, we need to take action to make uncertainty certain. You don't just leave it at uncertainty. See, this is the thing. it's not taking responsibility. This is what has got us into the position we're in. We're not taking responsibility in our own personal lives and as a collective. We're waiting for other people to sort things out, or some guru to come in and sort us out, some politician to sort things out. You know, if everyone sat there, focused on the new earth, meditated under a tree, the New World Order would roll in tomorrow without any resistance at all.
That this too shall pass. Focus on that everything around you is temporary. Only the love in your heart will remain. Focus on the world you wish to live in every single day. We got to keep our frequency high, raising the frequency. We got to keep our vibration high, raising the vibration. Don't be dragged into their storm in the matrix, the government, politicians, the media, trying to lead you astray. No, pull them into your peace. And this is how we all collectively...
The thing is, nobody is going to have peace if this is allowed to continue. It's all very well keeping your vibration high, and don't get me wrong, like I've said before, we shouldn't all be moping around. It's, I'm all about being positive, but not this fake positive that you find in the new age. This is all fake positivity, because there is going to be no peace if we all just focus on our individual vibrations and allow tyranny to run amok.
Create the new world. Instead of attacking what you hate, start focusing and promoting what you love.
Again, another deception. Attacking what you hate. Basically, what he's saying is that you should just let evil run amok and just focus on the things that you love. Massive new age deception, massive. And again, he puts a lot of truth around it with the media and the lies and stuff. And then there's the dump in the punch bowl. Again, for newbies watching this, they're going to be like, oh, well, so Ralph says I just don't have to focus on that stuff. I'll just focus on having a good time and keeping my vibration high. So that is another soldier out of action. It's another warrior taken down, potentially, with the New Age Kool-Aid.
Alchemist today, which is the secret of making the best out of the worst and never allowing external events to govern your internal condition. Deep divers, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? No? Yes, you do.
Yeah, but by proxy, the external effects are going to affect you, because if you're in the UK at the moment, you can raise your vibration all you like. Your experience, your human experience, is massively affected because you can't even get your hair cut, you can't go for a meal. There's like swings that have got tape around them in playgrounds so your children can't play. How is sitting there in a cloud of love and light changing that human experience for you for the better? It's not.
Remind yourself of this. Like, I'm always reminding myself, what saved me and what's keeping me in good spirits is that I'm detaching from the lies. I'm detaching from the illusions. The whole world is a stage, and now millions of people are waking up, seeing behind the wizard's curtain. We're now taking back our power. I told you, unity is the only thing that can turn this thing around. Let's all put aside our differences. Move the ego aside, because we are all we have. So connect with your fellow brother and sister who is standing up for their freedom, saying we ain't having it, and together we can rise to infinity. Ooh, I like that. You want to keep your morale high right now. Stay off fear-based media. Tune that out to tune in to what's really happening inside of yourself. We got to find our power again. Come outside every single day.
Credit where it's due. I agree with a lot of what he said there. It is important. It's important to have balance. We need to be aware of what's going on, what we're being told, the lies, the deception. But at the same time, it is important to do those things that he's saying, like getting out in nature and trying to keep positive. I'm not saying that that is a bad thing, but it just goes too far with these people.
Woo! Breathe! Connect to the elements, connect to the prana, get the vitamin D from the sun, spend time in nature. You will heal yourself effortlessly.
I do wonder, he just mentions there about healing himself. I do wonder how much unhealed trauma a lot of these New Agers have. I bet there is a lot. I bet there is a lot. And this is one of the problems with it all, because people are gravitating towards these teachings, which basically teach you don't have to do anything. You don't have to face any darkness, do any work, face any shadow. And they're coming out worse. They're coming out more damaged. They're not understanding why they're not healing. Oftentimes they've spent a boatload of money. I've worked with clients. They've spent thousands and thousands of dollars on different modalities. And when you look a little bit deeper into them, they're all teaching nothing, basically. So do need to be very careful.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. Because if you are always inside, that's what they want. The inorganic ones want you in lockdown. They want to lock down your spirit. We got to come outside, see the sunshine, see the rainbows. We got to be free every single day. Stay connected with people who remind you who you are. Because right now, even your own family and friends, some of them are going to turn against you. Right? Some of them are going to turn against you. Not everyone's going to make it. Not everyone's going to get there with you. So, not everyone can go. Focus and spend time with people, your soul tribe, who get you. We are all we have. We have to unite and continue to seek the truth in everything you do, and you will find it within yourself. Remind yourself, stay free, be free, eat pure, 7-day vegan chat.
Oops, got an ad here, bear with me. Oh, wonderful.
Challenge, boost your...
Yeah, so there's the vegan challenge, the New Age vegan, the vegan plant-based agenda, which runs through a lot of New Age teachings. Again, I went down that path myself for 4 years, made myself very sick. I spoke about this on the last video. Load of lies within the plant-based vegan agenda. The whole idea that cholesterol is bad for you. You cannot get vitamin A, D, B12, DHA, K2 on a solely vegan diet. It will make you sick in the long run. You might have a short boost for a month, a detox. I think a vegan diet coming off a Western diet is useful, but essentially we do have a species-specific diet which has got us to this point in our evolution, and now they're trying to ban meat. You've got Bill Gates coming in with his, he's funding all the plant-based meat and all of that kind of stuff. There is a reason for that, guys, because it makes us weaker. I have first-hand experience of that. Again, some people might not want to hear that. You can check out my video, Why I Quit Veganism, where I go into it in more detail. But it's important to realise that there is an agenda to make people go vegan, to give up our diets, which are dense with nutrients. What they don't tell you in the plant-based vegan community is that plants have anti-nutrients in them, making them pretty toxic for us. Because guess what, guys? Plants don't want to be eaten either. And they don't tell you, the likes of Dr. Greger and Plant-Based News, they don't tell you about this. And we're unable to process them. We have a short digestive tract. But the animals, the cows, etc., they have a larger digestive tract. They're able to break down those anti-nutrients in the plants, and then we get the nutrients through the animal. All these things that have been demonized in the New Age vegan arena, you actually need. And in terms of milk, yogurt, not so much the pasteurized stuff, but if you drink raw milk, raw yogurt, it's like rocket fuel. I'm not joking you. Full of enzymes, really good for the gut. There's a reason why raw milk is banned in Canada, America. It's very hard to get in the UK. There's reasons for this, and we have to understand that we live in an ecosystem which basically consumes itself. And for a long time, I obviously resisted that, being vegan, and even when I quit veganism, I still had hang-ups because it didn't make sense. But this whole idea that it lowers your vibration if you eat meat and all that stuff is a complete deception, because I can tell you that my vibration was never lower when I was sick, gassy, headaches, brain fog, memory loss on a vegan diet. I don't agree with factory farming. I feel that grass-fed beef, these different ways of farming are the answer. And also veganism is it's way more damaging to animals than eating a grass-fed beef diet, because what they don't tell you again in all the vegan propaganda is that veganism destroys monocultures. So through all the crops and everything, billions of insects, small mammals, rodents, birds, snakes, they all die, and they far outweigh the life of the farm animals. But of course in veganism you're only taught to care about pigs, chickens and cows. So in a way it's kind of speciesism as well. So I don't want to go into too much, but guys, just bear that in mind. And the end stage veganism can take quite a few years to kick in, depending on where you are, how long you've been vegan, how much exercise you do. For me, I work out near enough every day, so I reached end stage veganism very quickly in 4 years. Other people, it can take them 25, 30 years. So just be aware that if you're thinking about that, just research it further. Just hold back, because there's so much funding in terms of plant-based and veganism. And I always say, if anything gets really popular very quickly, then it's probably coming from the cult. And guys, I had first-hand experience of it. So, and I was very vocal vegan. I was the last person that wanted to give it up. So I'm just saying, don't want to get into any arguments in the comments below or anything like that. I'm just telling you my experience and the research that I've done around this.
Your immune system with natural plant-based foods, leafy greens, kale, arugula, Swiss chard, get your antioxidants, heal.
Yeah, see, things like kale and things like that. I mean, most vegetables and fruit are hybrids anyway. They're made by man. If you look at an original banana, it looks completely different to the bananas that we have in the supermarkets. But things like kale and spinach, they're full of oxalates, very toxic to the body over time. Again, he's just spouting the whole new age vegan agenda there. So guys, research this, go deeper is all I'm saying.
Heal yourself again, deep divers, and remind yourself, in a world of 7.8 billion people, no one should be isolated. Slow motion this side. No one should be alone. We didn't come here to live like this.
I feel like I need some taglines in my video. This guy, he's got them all going on. The whole peace, prana. Guys, put some comments below. What do you think my tagline should be in these videos? I'd be interested to know what you think. I'll try and think of a few myself, but let me know.
It's not how the world has to be. We can make the world whatever we want it to be. That's what I'm doing, and that's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Beautiful deep dive.
Can you understand why these videos are so hard for me to do? Like, literally, if I watch one 10-minute video of a new ager, it's like my vibrations are low as fuck, right?
Ooh, you can feel that good ass energy I'm sending you. Take that, take that, take that. It's a beautiful day in the heart of nature. I love all of you. Once again, deep divers, you are appreciated. Let me just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to everyone who's been getting the wonderful good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you are a sexy ass model, with a whole lot of heart who wants to model the clothing, well, go and buy some. Let me know why you have what it takes to model the clothing. Add me on the verified Instagram page, Deep Divers, at official Ralph Smart and at Infinite Waters for more daily inspiration.
I wonder if he's like this in his day-to-day life. For me, it'd be quite overbearing. I'm sure he's a lovely guy, but for me, I would just find it too much, you know, to go out with a meal with this guy, or if he was like this all the time. Can you imagine? I mean, you know, this is the beauty of humanity. Everyone's different, and we all make up this mixture of what humanity is. But wow, that would be way too much, Ralph. I'm sorry.
And Facebook at Ralph Smart at Infinite Waters. Okay.
Or is it just fake for the camera? This is the other thing. I do feel that some of them are just completely fake for the camera. But I don't know about him. I kind of feel like he's probably like that in real life.
And check out the amazing new book, Deep Divers, for more powerful, uplifting, life-changing information just like this. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook. We are the power, we always were, and we always will be. We're not victims, we're heroes of this story. Have a beautiful day, Deep Divers. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy, peace. You! They tried to bury us, they forgot we were seeds, and now we are growing to infinite heights. Just, breathing in that good ass prana.
Oh my God.
Oh, remind yourself to smile, Deep Divers.
You did make me smile, Ralph, in the end.
And it never will be in my reality, because smiling is good for the soul. Smile. I love all of you. Peace.
He's drunk way too much Kool-Aid. He's just high. He's just high on the new age Kool-Aid. But he did make me smile. He's not one of the worst. It was quite fun doing that. But very subtle deceptions, guys. This is why I do these videos. You know, he is a character, but you know, you've got to spot the dump in the punch bowls with these people. But so guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. It was painful going through that as normal, but if you're new here, don't forget, like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you on the next one. Have a great weekend, guys. Take care.